This is a quick problem to just practice finding the center of mass of three objects. Sort of the important thing to note here is that we're going to do it in 2 dimensions. So we take our equation, which is R is equal to our center of mass is equal to m1 r1 plus m2 r2 plus m3 r3 over m1 plus m2 plus m3 and break it into x and y components. The other thing to note is because we have mass on the top and the bottom, we can just keep everything in grams. We don't have to convert to kilograms because the grams will cancel out top and bottom and we'll be left with meters. And you can do this no matter the units, even if it's US units. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is set up a coordinate system. And I tend to like to set this up, but you can do it however you want. And because you're going to find the center of mass in the x and y direction. So we're going to expect that it's somewhere sort of in here. Okay, we'll find out how close I was when we get finished. So the x center of mass is just going to be, I'm going to call this mass 1, mass 2, and mass 3 is going to be mass 1 times its location, x1, plus mass 2, x2, plus mass 3, x3, plus the total mass that we have here. So 100 plus 150 plus 75 grams. Now, notice, because of where I've set up this axis, that the 100 gram mass, x is 0. x1 is 0. x2 is, of course, 4 centimeters. And x3 is also 4 centimeters. And so when we put all of our numbers in, we get x center of mass is equal to, let's see, m2 is 150 grams times 4 centimeters, plus then m3 is 75 grams times 4 centimeters, all over the total, which would be 250 plus 75, I think that's 325 grams. And when I put all of that into my calculator, I get that this is equal to 2.8 centimeters. Okay, so in x, it's a little closer to these two masses than this first one because there's more mass over there. It's actually a lot closer. It's almost at 3, so I was a little bit off. So it's somewhere, that's the x center of mass, probably. And then the y center of mass, we do the same thing. Notice for m1, y1 is 0, plus m2, y2 is also 0, right? Because this is sitting at y equals 0. Plus mass 3, 75 grams, times, and it's 3 centimeters, all over this, oh, same thing, of course, 325 grams. Notice that the grams are going to cancel. And so this gives us 0.7 meters. So let's see, that would be, that's a 1. So somewhere right in here would be, this would be my y center of mass, is my guess. So this is the center of mass right here. This x marks the spot. Get rid of my guess. So that would be the center of mass of this system. Notice no mass actually has to be there. That's just the center point. And if we have something that's solid, that is also the balance point. So if you want to find the center of mass of something that is a weird shape, you can find it by just finding its balance point, because that's the point at which you can think of all the mass located there. So that's another way to find the center of mass.